Republicans brought to the floor instead suggested that Social Security and Medicare are socialist threats to America. Since then, we have considered legislation related to deregulating securities and banking laws and countering threats from China, but Republicans have completely ignored the biggest economic threat to businesses, consumers, and our economy, defaulting on our debt. Last month, I wrote a letter to Chair McHenry urging him to take this matter seriously and hold a hearing, but I'm still waiting for a response. I hope Republicans will listen today to the real consequences that even the mere threat of a default would have for everyone in this country. And finally, I'm so pleased that we're finally making progress on diversity and inclusion for key positions at the Fed, including last year's historic confirmation of Dr. Lisa Cook to serve as the very first Black woman on the Federal Reserve Board, with the board's vice chair and Kansas City Fed president positions vacant. I think President Biden and Kansas City Fed Board should build on this progress by seriously considering diverse candidates for these positions. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The ranking member yields back the balance of my time, asking unanimous consent to submit for the record my letter to Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen from February 28th, asking for an update on the ex-date for the debt ceiling. I also ask unanimous consent to submit for the record the latest CBO long-term budget outlook on the unsustainability of our debt, most recently released. And without objection, so ordered. I'll now recognize the Chair of the Financial Institutions Subcommittee Chair, Mr. Barr, for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Chairman Powell, thank you for being here today to discuss the Federal Reserve's monetary policy actions in a time of economic uncertainty, mixed economic data, historic inflation that continues to plague families and businesses around the country. It is paramount that the Federal Reserve remain vigilant on reducing inflation